The distortion of the fabric of space and time around one black hole also exists for the other black hole. So you have black holes entering each other's event horizons. So I opened up that thesis. I didn't understand a single page in it.
and fuck your ass.
Podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9 Dots podcast, episode whatever the fuck it is. Sponsored by Iron Brew Energy. Another loyal sponsor from the depths of the corporate world have come back. McDonald's is sponsoring us. Hiru. We just get it through Hiru. V's being funny with us. I don't really know what they're trying to do. They're trying to play hardball, is what I imagine. They're saying, we'll give you 1.5 a month, 1.5 a month. No, we said no, 2 or nothing. They're trying 1.5. What do you take us for? So we've had to switch sponsors, and Iron Brew.
I mean, our code is still available.
Yeah. Use code NMU.
But it might be getting cancelled soon, so get it while you can.
Seriously, get on it. 10% off. Click the on the shopping, the coupon exit code NMU to get 10% off. That's the best way you can help us help the podcast. All right, so thanks guys for doing that. Also, because this is like the first minute and a half that people will listen to us, and already most of you guys have dropped out, which is fine. We're gonna do some merch. We're gonna like draw some stupid shit and put on a t-shirt. So we know the lads are gonna get around it. Like the boys will get around it, and a couple of the girls will get around it too. We know, but so if you're interested in that, it'll be up. But only like 3 of you will actually hear about it on the podcast. And the 3 of you that are listening right now, here's our plan. We're gonna release like as many shirts to like our friends as they want, right? So maybe like we might sell 20. Like that's probably it. And then people will be like, because we like our podcast, obviously, so we have to think that it's going to be good. So we're going to release 20. These people are going to wear it. They're obviously going to be our mates, so they're going to tell people when they wear it. Oh, I said my mate's podcast, rah, rah, rah. Then people will be like, oh. And then hopefully people will actually listen to it. It probably won't work. But then when those people want it, you give them a small amount. You make it scarce. So then they get it. It's a commodity. Oh my God, I got it. The Local Boys podcast. I've got the shirt. And then when they tell their friends, we give all their friends shirts. And then when their friends tell their friends, we make it a small amount. So it's a commodity again. You just go big bunch, small bunch. Big bunch, small bunch. So you make people want it. Bit marketing manipulation, but it'll be evident. Like if this podcast is actually good, people will be like, fuck. Like, not that,
We're going to be the new Supreme, except better.
Yeah, exactly. Supreme. NMU, I'm going to draw... You've got control of the jumper, and I'm going to do control of the t-shirt. That's what we've decided, eh?
I guess so, yeah.
Just decided then. I'm going to draw one of my scat little heads on one of them. And then, what was your plan? Because we had a sort of an outline of what we wanted to do, but how do you want to take the reins on it?
I don't know. I kind of want mine to be... It'll probably... Now that I think about it, it's probably a bit full on.
Yours
like,
is...
I already see mine.
I want it full on. That'd be sick.
Like,
mine would be so low key.
Like, I want... So this is how I envision it looking.
Yeah.
I want like that kind of... It's not really... I don't know how to describe it. I guess it is a dark purple. I kind of see it as like a deep purple, or even maybe light.
The whole thing deep purple.
I don't know.
Ooh, that's a hard thing to go with
the
clothes,
whole
though.
Thing, like it's got to be a certain purple.
Yep.
But I think it's more in the darker range.
I like dark purple.
But I want like gold embroidered, like lightning coming down like the sleeves.
Ooh.
And then like NMU up here,
Ooh.
and then like a picture on the back.
What picture on the back are you thinking?
I don't know.
I'm liking your style.
Maybe Joey Diaz. I don't know.
Joey Diaz.
I don't know.
Can we even get that done? Are we even in the position?
I don't think so, but we can always try.
Bro, I legit went on like Microsoft Paint, drew up a scat face, slapped it on one of those shitty t-shirts. That's what mine's gonna be. And you motherfuckers are gonna buy it. But we'll just like pretend to donate it to charity, as I said before.
Who cares? Use it as a rag. We don't really care. You bought it.
Yeah. I will be pumping that shirt everywhere, bro. I'll wear it everywhere. I love a good t-shirts. I don't give a fuck about accessories and all that shit. But if I could just have like an infinite amount, no, not infinite. You want to finite to keep it valuable. But if I could have like 50 really nice t-shirts, I'm fucking set. I'll wear the same like 4 pairs of shorts, and I'll wear like the 50 different t-shirts. I like good graphic tees.
I haven't had a graphic tee in so long.
Yeah.
As soon as I hit like, I say that.
Revealing the undertone. What? Sorry.
What?
I said we were revealing the depths of our studio.
Yeah. Yeah, I've kind of grown out of graphic tees. That's another thing that's been on my
think I'm
mind.
childish?
Get back into it.
What?
Get back into it.
You want to get back into the graphic tees?
Yeah. Because everyone, as soon as they hit like that kind of, when puberty starts to start, like when you're in it, everybody just goes plain. Look at me, basic. I'm like wanting to exit that stage now.
Yeah. You want to go delve back into the style?
I'm very kind of, I'm solid colours.
Yep.
And majority of the time, it's black.
You are a black man. In spirit as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, but see, I never went through the stages. I have never been savvy with clothes. I've just stayed at board shorts and a graphic tee, mate. I've been 12 for my whole life. But I remember like I'm a weird kid growing up with like clothes. I remember I got so twisted around of what I thought I wanted to be. Like I didn't want to be like everyone else because I wanted to be special. Right? And that's a very common thing about me, guys. I try and be special, which is fucking pathetic, but it's like it's a bit gay, but it's within, I can't help it sometimes, you know, like it's just how it's like I realize it in hindsight. I'm like, oh, all right. But it relates in, it's like you could say you try and be special, or it's just like you're individual. It's very hard to like twist the two between me, because there's one side of me that doesn't like it. There's one side of me that like goes, yeah, you know. But I wouldn't curve my hair a certain direction, like, you know, this, because I thought it was gay, and I was like, nah, every kid does it. I'm not doing it. That's what I did. Like every kid listened to a certain rapper, like Juice WRLD. When Juice WRLD is big, fuck Juice WRLD, bro. I don't want to listen to Juice WRLD. I listen to like AC/DC because I'm cool, you know. But that's because I have no taste in music. I just go off what other people think. Yeah, 'cause that's just how I roll with music. I don't understand it, which is what we discovered. Hey, that like people follow Liam Zemmett, who listens to this. You follow fucking music like sports teams. You know exactly who's releasing what album, the name of everyone in a band, and then you like follow them on Instagram and shit, and you like wait for like little leaks of their songs, and you like look at the leaks and you go, oh, that sounds fucking ridiculous. Bro, I literally just wait for it to be on the radio, and then if one of my boys is in the car playing some songs and one smacks, I'm like, oh, that smacks, and then that's a song that I like,
Shazam,
you know?
or fucking what is the song?
Yeah, that Shazam has been like the biggest upgrade in my musical taste. But half the shit I Shazam is like classical fucking jazz and like Lord of the Rings soundtracks and shit. Like, it's cookery.
Oh, half the shit I Shazam, I think, is more EDM.
You're an EDM man though.
And then like, there's some rap in there, but I'm always quick to get it out when there's something wank on.
What do you mean?
Like when there's just a weird beat that's like, oh, that's something different, but it hits different like, as well. Yeah, I'm always quick to my phone, like, ooh, get the fucking Shazam.
Like, what's that song? What's that song we heard in the casino? Something, the lobby. You know what it is?
The lobby. Oh, largest lounge.
Largest lounge. Ready? Let me pop this on. We'll get claimed for it, but it's worth it. Even though we don't make any money.
That is it's a banger, but
wait, what's it called? Largest lounge.
yeah, largest lounge.
No. I swear I had this. Let me go on YouTube.
I don't think it's on Spotify.
Yeah, it's not. Here we go. Bada bing. Here we go. Largest lounge. It like catches you so off guard because you're like, oh, this song, and then embrace this. Ooh. Stop it.
Shit, bro.
Ice fucking cold, bro.
Bro. On the beach, sunsets, fucking drink in hand, reclined, bro.
I found a beat that I feel like rap hasn't touched yet, and I need Finn to rap on. I sent it to him. Not sure if he was keen, but bro, I need him to get on this. All right? It's by the guy who makes fucking Megan Thee Stallion's beats. Lil Ju. He made this. And I listened to a Romps, bro. Took me to another planet. Just the beat, bro. Imagine singing on it. I rate
hard.
that. But it's a different style. Like it's its own genre. You know, you could really make that your own if you made a hit song like that and followed that through with that style. People would know you as that style. You know,
Yeah.
like MGK with his new album with the punk rap. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
I see a lot of potential in that, but as I said, guys, I'm the guy who doesn't know music. So when I send a track to Finn or something, I'm just like, here, like I'm just, it sounds good to me, but like I really have no ears for this.
Right,
I just like a good hi-hat
know what
pattern.
you're saying. Bro, that's just all. Would you say a hi-hat?
Hi-hat pattern in
Bro,
a rock as well.
If you're also into that and you feel like going somewhere, go to the fucking Camden Hoey. Oh my god, every song just hi-hat. Chris pointed it out to me,
Really?
and I was like, holy fuck, you're so right. And I just sat there, just listened to 3 songs consecutively, each one hi-hat, just fucking on the fucking
But
beat.
is that because is it drill or not?
No.
Because Chris was telling me drill's got the same. What's that? Whatever
Yeah.
drill's got, the same beat. It's like the same as mumble rap. All mumble rap's got the same hi-hat.
It's like very fast, fucking.
It's crazy that hi-hat pattern came out of nowhere, isn't it? I remember like it was like Lil Gucci. No, is that his name? Fuck.
Are you talking about Lil Pump?
Yeah, Lil Pump. See, that's how much of a dad I am, guys. All right, I said
Lil Gucci.
exactly.
I really
See,
don't care about the cunt,
But you know, like that's how much I'm not into mumble rap. You know, I fucking can't get it. But I remember like that type, his music, his with all that shit, and then Post Malone adopted it, and then he made it more mainstream, and then boom, every fucking dog and his mate has it, mate. But you know the sound you love, that 80s bing, you know that 80s. Fuck, what would you even call it?
Oh, it's like a basketball sound. Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've tried finding that sound effect for so long.
Yeah.
I cannot find it. And it's in every song like nowadays.
But they use it so scarcely, bro. They really don't allow you to love it but that's what my prediction is. I think if we're going to talk about a conspiracy, this is a conspiracy I've been thinking about. All the producers that are like high up that all make the songs, they all talk to each other and they decide to introduce sounds slowly to make people like it, and then because they like a certain sound, but they know the popular people don't. But they know that most of us, like myself, are just sheep when it listens to music. So all they need to do is slowly introduce a certain sound so that people like it, and then all of a sudden they start making music out of it. And that little ding, it's been in Drake, it's in Ariana Grande's new album, bro. They're just hinting it. It's like right at the end and shit. And then eventually it's going to come up more and more and more. Then every fucking song's going to be ding, 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 you know? Prediction.
But that's the thing. I'm not sure, like, if that is the case.
Yeah.
That's been going on forever, because once someone, whether they're popular or not, but someone makes a song and it's an instant hit,
Yeah.
you'll start hearing songs that like kind of fall into the gravity of that kind of not genre but
Sound.
style. Yeah,
Yeah.
Style of music.
It's like a subgenre.
Like all nowadays, like rap and fucking even singing songs, it's like got the hi-hat. I think the only one that's like, you definitely would, but who's massive on bass, who I don't even really like that much, but I do like his fucking, like, some of his songs. 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Bro, his intros are fucking insane. His intensity makes, it's just hype, you know? Like, I do like 6ix9ine, but I'm not sure if I even like him as a person. I don't know enough about him. I just like a fucking good song. And it's all about the flow. It's all about the intensity. When he comes in that boom, 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 but then they have before the chorus, and he sings on he like makes his own bass drop, and he like brings the intensity up just before the crash of the chorus, and it's you know, the beat pattern. It's boom, boom, fuck, I can't even do it, bro. But good luck me trying to make noises out of my mouth. Where is it? Fucking Punani.
I like his one with Nicki Minaj. I think he's done like a couple, but
yeah. Where is it? Is it Goober?
Scar Gang.
But that's the bass.
This is getting copyright claimed so hard,
Yeah,
even
we'll
though
be
we're
right, though.
making nothing.
But what's this, Punani? Yeah. This is it. Where is it? This bit. Boom, boom. That's not it, bro. I can't find it. But
Hold up.
You know, boys. You know.
What's the one? Bro, this is like one of the favorite ones of his. Because he just starts going, beep, beep, bap, beep, moof, beep, moof, and it just,
Oh yeah.
it's almost like it just flows in there. Yeah. That's my epic dancing skills right there.
Nice, bro. Every time I Chris pointed it out. Every time I show a person a song, I'm just like, like that.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, exactly.
And as soon as someone says immediately when someone goes, you're like, fucking nah. You're on about, yeah.
I don't know when to pull away a video when I show someone a video. When I show, if it's you, I don't give a fuck. Watch it. But if someone I'm like, look at this, and then you're watching them, and then you're waiting. You don't even realize it, but they make a cue to tell I've had enough. They go, oh yeah, and that's when you pull it away. But sometimes I just leave it there, and I never caught the cue before, and then they're just watching it, and they're like, and then eventually I get awkwarded out because I'm like, I'm holding here for too long. I don't know if they like it. I'll just pull it away. And then they've just had a video pulled away from them without any reason. And then it's just awkward. You know what I mean? They're watching it. That's where their attention is at. Pulled away. They're in a vacuum. They don't know where to put their attention. They don't know whether to address you. And then just...
What I generally do is if I'm showing somebody a video, I'll show them the part up until where I thought it was funny. And when I've like finished kind of where I was laughing, recoil.
But what if they didn't laugh?
Then it's just like, you don't get it.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
He's
I'd never say that. I wouldn't say that. I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's a good time to retract a video. Up until when you thought it was funny.
What's the limit?
Like when there's like the punchline or something like that.
Yeah, but what's the limit of the lead up to that? How long can you hold it there for? 30 seconds is way too long.
It really depends.
Really, it depends though. It has to be a big payoff.
As in, like, if it's like a joke, it'd have to be from like almost the beginning.
Yeah.
In order to get.
But how long is the joke willing to take? Because stand-up comedy, not everyone agrees with the same type of stand-up comedy. So I show someone a video and it's just like, yes, like yes. And you've made them watch 3 minutes of a fucking setup for a punchline that they don't even give a fuck about. And you just, it's like, oh, so let me just immediately like take defeat, get out of the thing, and then you don't feel confident enough to show another video, so you start trying to hand the remote over. You're like, someone take this away from me, because I don't want the humiliation of showing someone another shitty video. Do you have a video that you could show the audience right now that is short and concise but is a good laugh?
I'll see. That's all I really have.
I'm so confident in my video. I think it's a definite good. Here we go.
You get yours up.
All right. Boom! It comes up straight away. All right, audience. I want you to hear the audio first. Imagine what this is. Use your mind's eye and just visualize this. All right.
Yeah, I know what that is.
You know what? I've showed you it before, haven't I?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Yes, the absolute collapse of that man's existence just into the dirt, bro.
What happened to his legs?
Yeah. And then it just cuts. It just cuts.
You know, I'm just going through like my fucking favorites.
Yeah. See, that was 16 seconds. That's almost what you want. Is that Seth Rogen?
Yeah. It's like, the video like title was, "Somebody help me, my lawnmower sounds like Seth Rogen."
Is that actually true?
Huh?
Is that they edited that? Surely.
Yeah.
Good. I was just like, what if that was just like a coincidence? And they're like, bruh, my lawnmower sounds like Seth Rogen, needs a service.
He's got such a unique laugh.
Yeah.
I always try to attempt, never will succeed.
Unlike me and Morgan Freeman's voice.
Go ahead.
I can smell you.
Fucking dog
Fucking
shit.
so
that was
good.
the worst one yet.
No. Oh fuck! It's hard when the pressure's on, bro. I am Morgan. No.
Yeah.
No, it's so hard.
Yo.
I can do. I can smell you. No. I saw a tall glass of water named Andy Dufresne. He was on cell block D. He had trouble from the sisters for a couple of years. Not everyone had it easy. I met him on the south coast.
Bro,
Puerto Rico.
I love how you, for like 30 seconds, were trying to get the eye for I Can Smell You, and then you just went into fucking his movie, like a full fucking scene. You're like, no, so much.
You just have to commit at some point, bro. You just have to commit. What voice can you do? Are you good at voice? You can do it. Probably not replicas, but you're good at accents.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to think I'm good, like all right, but you know when you hear yourself back on audio, you're just like,
Yeah. It's all about confidence, though. You really got to sell it. Like, could you do English? Let me give you a sentence.
What type of English?
Any bloody English you fucking want, mate.
All
Alright. Let me say. Take care, or I'll fucking put you in a ditch.
Take care, I'll fucking put you in a ditch. Nah, that's so.
You know what it is? It's the fucking pressure,
Take
bro.
care. That's a hard one to even.
What?
Take care. Take care, or I'll put you in a ditch. Take care, or I'll put you in a ditch.
Or fucking put you in a fucking ditch, mate. It's a lot of it is cadence to accents as well. Like you really got to know how they speak.
Yeah.
Could you do like a proper, like high, like a proper English?
Oh.
What about Indian? No, Indians like I fuck up Indian a lot because I turn it into a whole different bunch of accents. South African, I love a good South African.
Go on.
I don't think they deserve it. They haven't
Okay.
deserved it. South African.
Fuck, what can I always fucking chat shit.
You pop into accents. You know someone's good at accents when they just pop into it all the time.
Which I do
all the time.
But it's generally like English, especially if I'm like talking to my sister.
Yeah,
I'm
you
always
do.
like, I'll fucking mop the floor with you, bruv.
Yeah.
You don't know a thing about these ends, yeah?
I always go, I like doing the old southern white man. Like, Jethro was a white man. No, it's almost like the white black guy. The white southern black guy. Where it's like, you know, the black Klansman? The accent he uses for the white guy? And he's
You're
like,
gonna have to reenact it.
we are only white citizens here. And he like uses that fucking very proper, doesn't have a silent H type accent.
Fuck.
Accents are hard, bro. Imagine doing one for an entire movie. You get lost in it. You eventually just become it.
Yeah. That's what all they do when like an actor, they have like accent like trainers come in and be like, all right, like who was doing, I forget who it was. I think it was Chris Pratt. It was after I'd watched fucking American Sniper. He was like, I had to go from using his simple stuff like going from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and like just simple little like pronunciations of like days of weeks and shit like that. Like that's where they start with you and then they fucking. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool though.
I'd love to act, bro.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being on a set and just fucking going for it? Like, just full commitment. Send it. I like it. I remember me and Jacob, we were fucking... Sorry, gentlemen and ladies. We were at Jai's party and everyone had gone home and it was just me, him and Truman. And we were trying to practice acting. We were like just sitting around the fire and there was just like his outdoor area and it had like just like a table and like a brick bench around the side and it looked like a set the way it was lit up and we were sitting in the darkness and we're like, bro, you reckon you could act right now? Jacob's like, yeah, I could. And I was like, all right, let's go up right now and we got to commit fully. And we're a bit drunk and we're a bit fucking elevated. And I go in there and I'm like, all right, I fully fucking committed, bro. I literally tried to become another person. I was like, I'm just going to be a reclusive man.
Was there a topic?
Yeah, Jacob was trying to investigate me. And he was like coming in to investigate me as like a journalist. And we're there and Jacob's at the door and he's like pissing himself. And I'm like, bro, come on, we got to be serious here. and I'm there, and I'm like getting in, and he goes, knock, 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 and I walk up to the door, and I go, and I go like that, and I pull the door open. I'm like, what do you want? And I look at him, and his face just goes, this cunt's fucking going hard. Like, and then he tried to go in, and I was just trying to like carry him, and then eventually he broke, and he got scared, bro. He's just like, bro, I didn't recognize you. And I was, because he got scared for like committing to the character. He thought he was gonna like get lost in the character. That's probably being a bit paranoid and being a bit blazed.
Yeah.
That's legit what it was. But committing, it's so much easier to commit when you're like that, when you're a bit drunk, a little bit off the rails, because then it's just like you're not taking it so seriously, but you do at the same time. Like, I'd love to be in a room full of people who are, doesn't matter how you go, but if we're just committing to a character, cannot break character, let's go.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Fucking. Have you ever tried losing kind of your Australian accent? Because we're not that bogan, but
we teeter.
it's a
We're
bit
right
twangy.
on this. Yeah, certain words, certain when I get a bit excited and stuff.
I've been trying to like talk American.
What do you mean?
And not like, hey man, how you going?
Like casual American?
Like, yeah.
How would you do that? Go. Start right now.
Start right now. I don't know. It's fucked. Like, it's like I literally have to warm up to lose it.
That's
And it's not that.
it's
that
like
good.
rewiring
Yeah.
your brain in a way. Like, what would be your casual American? Because like you got to think like, okay, if I was just all of a sudden born in America, how would my voice sound? Just normal American, everyday American. So you'd be like,
It's like so plain.
hey man, what's your name? My name's Harry Stratton. I live in Camden.
That's pretty fucking good.
But I feel like that would be my voice. But my voice sounds so shit like this. Like I'd hate it. But where in America is this? Because you could be born in so many different places. But then you wonder, would I sound like this if I was from, like, look at my fucking face. I don't think my voice doesn't make sense if I was to sound like this. And like, would California... No, was it with the light sky with the shooting stars?
Oh.
I could really use a wish right now. Finn's the best at that accent.
Where are you?
Yeah.
And I'm
So
so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat tonight. I need somebody and always. Yeah.
This strange spot. Well, you'd be from fucking... What is that? Fucking Boston. Jersey. I can't tell the difference between a Jersey, a New York, and a Boston accent. It's all the same shit to me. Though, you know, as the hottest fucking accent,
Hottest.
Margot Robbie from fucking
Oh yeah, Wall Street.
Wall Street, bro. Oh my god, that is the most like ugly accent, and she made it hot. I'm just like, how the fuck? It's like a really hot chick with an Irish accent. That degrades most women. But if a really hot girl has an Irish accent,
You're just gonna say that?
what?
I mean, I've got to agree with you, but like, it degrades most women.
No, it's more like it's an unattractive accent. It doesn't degrade them, obviously. That's wrong. But degrade's the wrong word for it. But like you have like attractive accents and non-attractive accents. An Australian accent is not an attractive accent.
Especially bogan women, bro. G'day, love. How you fucking going?
Yeah, like a normal Australian, like a eastern suburbs Australian accent on a girl. It's like she sounds like, oh, I'm Australian, huh? It's like that really.
Oh,
but then you get like,
then you go out to Bankstown. Those chicks, bro, are on a different level.
what
What are you doing, cuz? Baby, oh my god, shit.
Yeah, it's like you really have to grow up around that accent to really adore it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the same with guys though. But guys are pretty lucky with accents. Australian accent, oh, such a gorgeous accent. British accent, they love it. Spanish accent, they love it. American, they love it. Blokes get away with it, but girls, a very harsh accent. All right. That's fucking inequality amongst genders, bro. Girls can have a bad accent, but boys can't.
Oh, I don't know.
What accent can a boy have? But you know what boys can't rock? Huckleberry South American accent, but a woman can have it. What's a woman? What's a girl sound like with like a? Hey y'all, we from Sandy Cheeks. That's like Texan. I don't know. It really doesn't work then.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of like a Scottish accent, like such a harsh accent?
How you doing, laddies?
Yeah. Like, fucking Sarah comes in. How do you do, laddie? And you're like, whoa. But that's the same thing with, hey, yo, mate.
Yeah, bruh.
It's like what you said with the Australian accent, the very Aussie bogan accent is its own dialect with the, what did the bloke say?
What, in the actual video?
Yeah. Hold on. No.
I'm here too, mate. I'm here too. Settle down, or you're gonna get you're gonna get arrested.
Settle down, mate. Settle down.
Those real high-pitched bogans.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that catch you off guard. Especially if you're like trying to go somewhere or just asking people for something, and then they're like,
Yeah, mate, are you fucking going?
it was like a concreter that had that voice not too long ago, actually, that I was around. Throws you off guard, like, and they're so loud. Like, he was just dropping shit off, and he's just like, you just hear him from like 100 meters away, like talking to Alistair. He's like,
Yeah, mate, have a fucking good day, mate. You're a fucking legend.
I'm just like, fuck, bro.
You
And that's
know,
like
you
from
know.
ages away.
You know.
But majority of the time, they're sick cunts.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? Never really met a real mean one. Well, at least to your face.
Well, I mean, I have met everybody's met fucking get a fuck away from me, cunt, you fucking dog cunt.
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Scatters.
Yeah, they would be. No, the worst ones are, oi, bro. No, it's not that. It's that real. It's the Darrow.
Oi, Dornbar. SJ.
But he's wearing like 3/4 length jeans, and you're like, and he's wearing like a fucking flat hat, and he's got a monster.
Puffy jacket. That's what it's coming into now. Flat hat.
I'm talking about like the guys who grew up in the 2000s who are 30 now, and they still think they're 19.
Oof.
Fuck off, can't. And you know those ones? They still drive like the fucking VZ Commodores and shit. And they're fucking. He's going to fucking summon nuts, cunt.
I know that one you're talking about. Fuck.
Picking my girlfriend up from fucking high school.
Yeah. Shit. Fuck me, dead.
What's the equivalent of our age? Like, imagine who are we now that will be when we're 30? So, like, what is the... So
SJ bar.
Is it in SJ when they're 30?
Yeah.
That's going to be sad. That's going to be sad.
Yeah.
They exist at 30 now. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. You know what I find the weirdest thing? When, like, 40-year-old dads try and be trendy with, like, 20-year-olds. Like, you see them wearing, like, I don't know, it's just certain shoes and certain, like, trends. Like, you see them. TNs are pretty, like, across the range. I saw an old man wearing TNs, long woolen socks, a pair of green ruggers, one of those navy blue wife beater singlets, the trucker singlets, and a fucking cowboy hat, bro. You just walking down the street in Campbelltown, mate. Don't fuck with this old contra, mate. He'll take you out.
Oh.
Mate, these me fucking working shoes, mate. Buy the gutter, I'll show you how they work, mate.
Oh.
We've gone in deep into the culture. If I can give you a couple Tim Tams, I can get that up here, mate.
There's nothing like hearing fucking bogan cunts talk. Because the amount of like phrases and references they use just to like even talk to someone like just in a regular sentence, not even trying to explain a story, it's insane. Like it's almost like Finn and the amount of sayings he just has on the top of his head. Head.
It's ingrained.
Bogans are packed with sayings.
But we're just not aware of our sayings because we just say them all the time. Like if you move to a group of Americans and we just say some of the shit we say, like, give it a crack. But they're like, oh, what the fuck did you just say? You being fair dinkum? I don't really say that, but I always want to say that more because I like fair dinkum.
Truth.
Yeah, truth. But I remember I used to want to use Australian slang more because I thought it was cool. I still think it's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the honey badger said in one of his interviews, how do you think you went in the game? And he goes, oh, like a midget at a urinal, stretched our toes but couldn't quite get there. And I was just like, I'm going to use that one day. And I'm going to try and claim it as my own.
Yeah.
Because I'm...
A grub.
Yeah. I need to piss.
He's also got some pretty good fucking sayings.
Who?
Badger.
Yeah. He's known for him. That's his whole shit. That's how he got the trading sponsorship.
Yeah.
How locked is that?
Can you smell that? Yeah. It's definitely what you think it is. It's Harry's piss seeping through your fucking air ducts into your fucking nostrils. Check yourself. We will be messed with. That's all I've got to say. It's my little PSA. Look at this guy. Taking off his jumper. Oh, I've been going to the gym, ladies.
Look at this fuck. Bit preggers.
You do?
Yeah. My swelling in my ear's gone down, so that's good. See how much it's gone? You can actually see the curve of my ear now.
What about the other side? Yeah.
Same. What was that thing you wanted to share me that's coming back?
I was literally about to say, it's
Yeah.
coming back. I can't remember what year, era it was. I think it's 80s.
Yeah.
Rollerblading, bro.
It's due.
It's already in the works.
What do you mean? How's it in the works?
Fucking 2:30 to fucking 4. Just chicks and a couple guys down at fucking in the car park
Yeah.
on the netball fields. It was on the netball fields.
Just blading hard.
But yeah, just going. Yeah, fucking woo. I was like, fuck. I'm gonna cop me a set of fucking rollerblades.
I would too.
I'm like, oh, that is a perfect place to go. Want to be to Ashford and just fucking in the wide open, just send the cunt.
You know what was weird? I remember I heard a comedian was saying a bit that everyone had rollerblades and then someone said they were gay and then everyone just pretended they never had rollerblades. I was like, really? Is that how weak we are, bro? Rollerblades are sick. Think about it. Skiing on asphalt. Just fuck. Why aren't they more popular?
Because people are... don't think for the
People skateboard, but they don't rollerblade. Skateboard's so much harder. Skateboard is only cool because of the culture around it. Why wasn't there a sick skate, drive-by skate roller skaters? Just fucking. Why isn't it gangster, bro? It could be so gangster. You don't leave a trace. There's no footprints.
Yeah, but people are gonna see you.
No, they wouldn't. Bro, have you seen how fast roller skates go? Roller skates, rollerblades. That's the way. They used to have rollerblading rinks. People did that just on the weekend. Let's go rollerblading around in a circle and dance on them.
Dance, fuck.
I can't do any of that. I can't ice skate. I can just ice skate. I'm not good at it.
I'd like to think I've never been, but I'd like to think I'd be alright.
You've rollerbladed?
Yeah, I used to have a set of rollerblades.
So you're good at rollerblading? Then you'd be good at ice skating. Ice skating's
When you think about it,
easier,
it's
I think.
I was about to say, when you think about it, it's just
Yeah,
nice,
it's
smooth
that.
transition of
Yeah.
foot to foot. Because then you see people when they fucking are just there, and then they just have the same momentum, and their legs are just fucking like this. Just
It's all confidence.
yeah.
I remember I fucking went rollerblading 2 years ago. No, ice skating to 2 years ago, and I fucking went around the side, and then I put my fucking ears back because everyone was vacating it because our schedule was over, and I went as hard as I could, and then I tried to stop, and it went boom, high side, and went over, and fucking landed on my shoulder. But
Oh well.
it was so worth it, like to get a bit of speed.
Mm.
I'm willing to take carnage for a thrill. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm willing to hurt myself.
I was about to say, I think that's what I'd have to do because stopping is another thing itself.
Well,
If you're gonna
fucking
like skid stop,
yeah,
like you see all the fucking hockey players do,
use
like-
pizza. Like skiing, just pizza.
No, not pizza.
But you can pizza to stop.
Obviously, but I'm talking about like if you're going hard and you just want to apply the brakes, the handbrake just. That'd be fucking. You'd have to practice that a bit.
Yeah, I think you pick it up pretty quickly. Though. It's not that hard.
Once you're doing once, you'd be like, okay, just do that
Yeah.
again.
Like if I could imagine if our like lakes. Oh my god! Imagine if the Nepean
Bro.
froze over, bro.
Oh,
We'd race and shit.
I would have a completely different childhood.
I would have such a different childhood. If our like lake that goes near like the whole town, it goes around the entire town, from here to here.
Imagine that.
It'd be
It's like, oi boys,
insane.
we're gonna have a fucking race. We're gonna go from this side of fucking Camden all the way to fucking this side. Whoever gets there first, like I don't know, wins whatever or shouts this.
But like, there's like 40 people. Imagine, and it's just elbows and fucking knees and shit. Bring a stick, throw it underneath them, like real carnage. MMA, ice skating.
Oh, bro, are we coming from the depths?
Yeah,
If that was a shit, man. Oh, bro, I need that to happen.
it won't happen ever.
Global warming, man, I don't know.
We can go to a country and do that.
You could always-
We have got the sponsorship from Iron Brew.
What do they call it? Like fucking black ice. Have you heard people skate on that? And the
Ska-
noises it makes?
skate on black ice. Now, black ice is
No. I actually think not. I'm not talking about the shit on the roads.
yeah.
I'm actually talking about ice.
Yeah. And it goes dong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It probably isn't called black ice. I know the fucking shit for the road, but I swear it had a name. But yeah, that is so weird. Like it's just nice and quiet, and then you just go. It's like Alien. That noise, like, not the movie Alien, but
The noise is alien for sure.
yeah. But I don't know. I think I might make a comeback because I saw like, well, there's quite a few people down there doing that.
Everything comes back. It's funny how it works. Like, it's just it goes in flows.
One thing that's never left, but
What?
is suits.
Ever since they were brought in suits.
Always stayed.
Yeah, and they've always like it was like many wore suits, and then women had the pantsuit, and now women just wear suits.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Or they still wear pantsuits. They have like a female suit. But why is that? Do you think women do you think women by nature just like accessorizing more? Because men, it's the suit. It's different color, different fabric. But women have like the suit skirt, the suit pants, the different blazers, the different shirts, the blouses, like all that. There's so much mixing and matching and shit. Do you think that's just within a woman's desire to do that? Like, I don't understand it.
I think it's only if it is in their desire. I think it's only in their desire because it's been made to be in their desire.
Yeah, you don't think it's innate? You don't think it's like natural?
No.
It's been pushed on them?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it sort of makes sense for them to make more money out of...
It's like we were talking about the other day. Women wearing dresses. They got no pockets.
Why do they do that?
Just so people could fucking whack a nice skin tight fucking clothing on them so it like
Yeah, but
shows the
chicks
curves.
choose to wear the skin tight clothing, which means that's their desire.
Yeah.
How's
But
that?
is it because it's trendy?
But they decide the trends. Who decides the trends? Who's the first
with
chick?
anything, eh?
I always wonder this, right? They always say when it comes to, you know, like gentrification of like a neighborhood, where the rich people come back into a shitty neighborhood and then make it more expensive so the people who are poor there have to move out. They always say that it starts off where the cool like artists move in, then they live there because it's cheap, they can do their art and they make it trendy. Then the hipsters move in, renovate, gentrify, and then the families move in, boom, and then it kicks out all the poor people, and then the artists move on to the next one. I feel like that's the same thing with fashion.
Yeah.
people who are fashionable don't know fashion until they're shown it. The only people who make the new trends are the people who aren't really fashionable, who it's not like they're not fashionable, but it's like they're so themselves, you know, like I'm just going to wear this and people will like it, then they'll start wearing it, then it'll only come popular if I'm already wearing it, you know what I mean? Like they'll wear a bucket hat and then bucket hats will become trendy, then everyone will wear bucket hats, then when everyone stops, they'll still be wearing bucket hats.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like people flow onto different shit as an organism. It's so strange. I don't know if that's true or not though.
No, mate, it would make sense. Make quite good sense.
But
It is what it is.
do you think it's celebrities that create the trends? Or is it the actual individuals that create the trends? The people who are just dressing for themselves that other people choose to like?
But that's the thing. We have all these, like... That is one thing that has gone into the dark, but is still very prominent.
What?
But I feel like no one really takes notice of anymore. Runways. Like, fashion runways.
Oh. Yeah, who watches fashion runways?
And, like, the models that are in there now.
Hmm.
Like, no one really knows. The last one I remember, like, the biggest one that I remember is Miranda Kerr.
Yeah, same.
And that's about it.
Well, you have Bella Hadid. The
Is
chick on City Beach and shit. She's hot as.
Bella Hadid.
Yeah,
Habib,
Gigi
whatever.
Hadid and Bella Hadid. They're both the Victoria's Secret models as well, I think.
Isn't that like... Oh, no. Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I was going to say, isn't that like one of Justin Bieber's misses? But I don't know.
Not a clue. This chick.
I really don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also... What's her name? Jenna.
Oh, the Jenners. Yeah.
The skinnier Jenna. What's her name?
Kylie. Fucking...
Who's the other one? Come on.
I know it.
I know it too.
Kendall.
Kendall. That's a bold female name, Kendall. I like the name Kendall. Have you figured out what you name your daughter?
Fuck no.
No.
I'll figure it out when if I can get
Your
there.
relationship's gone fast, bro. You better.
Bro, just because I'm fucking building a horse shed.
Fuck, I know.
Extending. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing to it. She sent me some photos of it.
Let me see.
And I'm going to suss it out and be like, the man.
Hold on.
I'm going to be the man and be like, okay, this is what we're going to fucking do.
And then she'll be like, should you do this? No. Actually,
But,
we will do that. That's what I said. No. I'm doing it a little bit different.
oh, like, she said, no, because she called me the Sabo about it. She mentioned something about, like, hammering. She's like, I don't know how to use any tools and stuff. And I just immediately like, you're not touching anything. But that's just like the fucking, I don't know, the misogynist in me.
Yeah. But just let her. She has
But
to
yeah,
learn
it's
somehow.
like, this is her thing.
That's
Like,
what I never liked. Like, there's like certain like men that you meet, and it's just like
oh,
they have like this dismissive attitude towards women when it comes to like doing shit.
yeah.
It's like immediately they're a woman, and therefore, don't worry about it. It's just like, motherfucker, they have to learn. Like you had to learn. Like, you know, it's like I didn't know how to fucking use a hammer once in my life. Just like a girl who's 19 who's never needed to, you know? It's like, it's just like a lack of understanding.
I already know what I'm going to do.
What? Let's see.
Well, that's the horse shed that she's staying in. Like the horse is going in.
Yeah.
Right?
I wanted a closer look, mate. I want to see what
Sorry.
you're doing to it.
But then there's that one. That's probably a better photo of it.
Yeah, so what are you adding to it?
Well, she wants to extend it. So automatically, I assume where where the gate is, that's
Yeah.
like where she would stay. And
So you
that's
get-
not a big enough area for a fucking horse. It's like, what is she?
So you want to use, you're going to move the panels across?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I legit just looked at it because that's the first time I've seen it as well. I just looked at it and I'm like, oh, all I'm going to have to do is like get 2 more planks of wood, lie them against the freaking wall like that, and just move the gate to the end.
Yeah. So you're just going to like have it across those 2 areas instead?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to Ling about it, but I guess that's what's gonna happen now.
If it's too easy of a job, bro, she'll want you to do more. She'll be like, you barely did anything. May as well do everything.
My dick, bitch. Nah.
Like, you don't have to concrete and like put up shit. That'd be annoying.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Like when she said extend, I immediately was like, oh, now I'm gonna put up beams and roofing and stuff like that.
That takes time.
Yeah, because she said
So
she
much.
was like, if we're like, yeah, if you can come out Saturday, I want to do like be there all day, and get it done.
What
I
are you
just
doing?
Immediately went all day.
What are you
How
doing
big is
Saturday?
this
All
thing?
right. What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was done.
I was done too.
No, you were not.
I was just gonna say
No,
the Bill.
okay, yeah, caught you on your bullshit.
I was just gonna say the Bill Burr joke.
Go ahead. Say it.
It's like every time you got a free spot, what are you doing? Nothing on the day.
Oh,
Let me just
yeah.
fill it up with shit.
Yeah, fuck.
It's the GF thing.
Thank the Lord, I'm tight with you boys.
Hmm.
I'll just be like, no, me and the boys did.
But she knows like you want to hang out with us, and nothing's even changed since you got back in your relationship.
Yeah.
Which is
She thinks it has, which is weird because I'm
it's
like,
weird.
why are you so concerned that I'm not hanging out with the boys as much?
because she sees the value in it,
Yeah,
which is
which is good.
She's like that's locked in. That's good of her
Thank
to
the
like
Lord, 'cause
realize the importance
It's one
of
of
it.
the like fears of many men when they get into a relationship.
Yeah,
Is like getting on the whip, and some people are just oblivious that they are.
yeah. That's legit my fear, and I told you this. I project it into you, bro. Like I legit project my fears into you because I'm so close to you. It's legit. Like the closer my mates are, the more I'm criticism of them because I know them better, and therefore they are myself, and I fucking project.
Yeah.
Like I know myself is I lose myself in relationships, so I'm scared to get in another relationship because I'm afraid I'll lose my mindset. You know.
Fucking, well, you're living with us now,
Yeah.
almost.
Oh yeah, we're moving out of the fucking
Not that you
Of-
care.
of our parents' house. Well, this is to record for. Imagine this later in our life. We're like men. We've all bought the fucking properties in the cul-de-sac together, bro. We've ripped the fences down. Bro, that was the first time we moved out.
Mm.
My mum is doing weird shit, bro.
Trying to keep
She's
you?
so not overly nice because she's always beautiful mother. But it's shifted from Harry, do all this shit. You're not pulling your weight. You're not pulling your weight to. Don't worry about this, Harry. Don't worry about this. I'll sort it. Don't worry, Harry. Don't worry, Harry. Harry, I'll do your washing. When it was, do your washing, Harry. Harry, it's do your washing. Make your bed. Change your sheets. Now, Harry, I'm doing washing now. Do you want me to help you with the washing? Oh, I pack and unpack the dishwasher. You don't have to pack it. It's like, who's gonna do it? I'll just do it. It's small things like that because she's just like, no, habibi, no,
Don't go,
stay,
yeah.
stay. And I'm like, that's a good sign. The sign that I recognize that and I'm continuing to do the shit means that I'm ready. You know, I'm not allowing her to lull me back in because she's legit losing her little boy. But you have to grow up, you know.
I don't know how my parents feel about it. I think they're a bit. Oh.
It's
Oh, no,
it's not
if I-
real for your parents yet. That's what I think. They haven't realized. They still think it's a joke. I feel.
Yeah, they keep making jokes.
Yeah, it's not real for them yet.
Yeah.
My mom's cried. He's dealing with it.
No.
My dad doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, my dad's just like poking the most shit at me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Can I wait to come over and see the whole place a fucking mess? It's gonna be the best."
You know what we need to do? Just fucking ace it, bro.
That's what
not
I'm
a
that's-
fucking problem.
That's all that's been in my mind. I'm like, once I move out of there,
There's not going to be a problem.
you're never gonna fucking know. You're never gonna think that it was me doing this shit.
Yeah. And then the first thing will be, why weren't you doing this when you were living in us? It's just like, fair, but
Yeah.
I'm not, so do it.
Yeah, I am now. I'm an adult.
You're like 8:30, like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, whip is dipping. Dad pulls up. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, we're all doing yard work.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Bro, I'm going to plant some shit in the front garden bed. That looks sad as hell. I actually want to like make it look nice.
Yeah, fucking oath. Give it all the bark. Fucking
Yeah, get
maybe
some
some new
mold.
soil.
Yeah. Nah, I get
Chuck
keen
some
for
weed
that.
mat on.
What?
Chuck some weed mat on.
Some
And then-
weed mat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then fucking put the soil back over.
Mm.
Trees. Be fucking needs one. I don't know.
Keen. I'm so excited. And then the fucking studio's gonna change. Oh, you guys just wait
That's
till you
what
see
I was
the
about to say.
studio.
I kind of almost regret saying something. Because I was just gonna, because I was like hoping that we would just boom, new set like layout.
Yeah.
And we-
Well, most people won't even realize. Most people just see it because who's left in this podcast? Like, how long are we gone for? Let me see. Time. Only an hour. So
Wow.
not even that bad.
I need a shit.
Go take a shit.
Are you gonna be alright with that?
No,
Do I need to
can't.
bring my
I
mic
can't.
in?
No, I can't handle it.
Oh, bro, should I bring my mic in?
What?
Should I bring my
No.
mic in?
No. No one wants to hear you shit. That's a
There's
you
somebody listening right now with that kind of kink.
No,
Yeah.
there's definitely not.
That's what you say. You say no, but there's always someone, isn't there? Someone's got to have the kink.
Yeah, but like out of the 6 people that are listening,
I don't know, bro.
I just quietly, if anyone from Spotify is hearing this or wherever you guys listen to your podcast, because I'm getting stats that people in Vienna are listening to this, people in the Netherlands are listening to this,
The Netherlands.
people in fucking, let me get this up because I'm gonna call you motherfuckers out if you're actually listening to this because you're crazy. Let me find. I actually can't find, but in America, the middle of America, some fucking where, you guys, there's like a massive hotspot. So it's like someone and their friends are just watching us.
Hey, yo.
Send us an email.
To my
Send us an
brothers
email.
out in, yeah, I'm not even going to try that.
Wait, say what?
I was just going to say to my brothers out in America.
Yeah.
Fucking, shout out to you. Little bits. You're making it worldwide.
Yeah, so like the RSS feed that like what happens is we use an RSS feed and it shares the podcast to a whole bunch of different websites, which is how you guys find it. I'm not sure if it's a VPN that you guys are using or if it's a VPN and you guys are all from Australia, that's fine. But if there are some of you that are from another country, email us. Please email us because I want to hear about it, see how you found us, what you think. It can be the worst feedback you can ever want. Please, I want to hear anything you have to say. And now, the room is empty for me to speak, and I've been planning. I think I want to make Gus because I want to make Gus to do a single. I want to make Gus do a single podcast, and I'll do a single podcast too. But I do that because I kind of want to do a single podcast, but I don't want to just do it by myself because then I'll feel bad. But I just like to rant like this. It allows my mind to be free. And I just ask myself questions. It's where I can be schizophrenic but not be criticized for it, you know? Because my mind is just constantly flicking over like everyone's lately. I think the way we've grown up with all this social media, all this fucking stimulus, it just makes our minds so wired just for constant activity. So many people I know are just going through anxiety, going through depressions, and it's people are filling themselves with an environment that pushes that on them. And it's not healthy anxiety, it's not healthy sadness, you know? It's just dreariness. They're taking away the spectrum of life in a way. I mean this as in people are just living in the box of social media and the opinions of others, and they're not actually doing things to themselves. They're living the illusion. They're not aware. They haven't awoken into the consciousness of really realizing who they are. Self-actualization, you know? Because I'm trying so hard to follow that path and try to be as much of me as I can. And I have a very critical mindset of myself. So I say things on here like when I said the accent is degrading to women, or degrades the women. I'm not really a fan of how I said that or what I said, but it just comes out. So then I'll go home and I'll just think about that and I'll criticize it and then I'll kill it and then address it with my mind over and over again until I rationalize it, and then it's cool. And then I'll try to never ever make that mistake over again. Or I'll talk to someone in a podcast and then I'll realize all the little things I did wrong, and then I'll try and adjust that as much as I can and never make the mistake again. And that's exhausting. So I'm just trying to chill with my criticisms of myself, because I was doing this meditation called Self-Actualization by Carl Jung. He sort of created the teaching of it. And I saw in my mind's eye. It was very detailed. It was like the most real thing I've ever imagined in my life. It was like it was coming to me. And the belief is that like your subconscious is autonomous to yourself, and I believe that after doing this. And I saw a pale woman's face with blood coming out of her eyes, and she looked at me and laughed and smiled, she laughed in a malevolent way. You know, she was just like, "Look at you," and she drifted back in. And then I saw this cat with spots on its face roar at me in fear, and then as it came closer, it died and went frail and fizzled away. And then I opened my eyes and, you know, got freaked out by it, and then went to bed. And then I spoke to the boys a couple of days later, not realizing how crazy that was to see. And we did some like questioning of what it meant, and it turned out to think that like a woman crying with blood is like my soul, my anima, crying out that I have like some deep pain that I need to deal with. And like the leopard was like a mystical gatekeeper for my mind, and it's like showing me that I need to overcome something. And I've pretty much come to the conclusion that I need to stop criticizing myself, because it prevents me from being who I am. It prevents me from like really acknowledging the love that other people show me. It's really hard to explain, but it's like I criticize myself so much that I don't allow myself to see the good that I am. But I also see that criticism as like a superpower in a way, because it allows me to constantly grow, because I'm never happy with myself. So it's I'm torn as to whether I should really fully embrace this teaching my mind's showing me. Because can I still grow efficiently without criticizing myself the way I do? It's a hard thing. But this idea of awakening and being like conscious and self-actualizing, this year has been the most intense year when it comes to my intellectual thoughts. You know, like I feel my mind growing. Intellect isn't the right way to explain it. It's more awareness, mindfulness of who I am, growth, and it's like knowing thyself, as Socrates would say. And I've been learning about that. It's like knowing thyself as in the way of not your biography, but your mechanisms, like your reading manual, your owner's manual. So I know myself as in I know that I have low conscientiousness, which means I'm lazy. And my biggest challenge in life is working hard. So my plan is to find a job where working hard is good, which is this podcast and probably doing stand-up comedy and studying psychology, which are three things that I really, really enjoy doing. And it's not really hard work as much as it would be for other things. So after I'm learning all these things and learning little mechanisms and how I project my fears into other people, that's a massive thing. My biggest criticisms of my closest friends are criticisms that I have of myself. And once I recognize that, I love them so much more and I love myself more. It's really interesting how that works. Yeah. So this is like how I rant like this. I can just get these things off my mind and I just go into a trance where I speak like this. So I'd be really interested to do this. And if someone has gotten this far in the podcast and actually likes this, just leave a comment and say that you like just the rant. And then I'll know that at least one person will listen. Or I'll just do it anyway and just put it up. And just do it. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Mondaban.
Been lonely.
Are they fresh?
They're my workmates.
Nice.
Made a cameo.
Nice.
He's gonna be jealous. His glasses made an appearance for him.
Would you want to come on? Does he want to come on?
Fuck no. I mean, if he does, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
But I can almost guarantee he does not.
Ah.
That's the have you done with yours?
Yeah.
You finished it?
Yeah. Why?
I was gonna be a scat cunt and be like, can I have like the residue? I want to see how it tastes, just so I can see if I want to save this for the morning.
It's not that good.
It's not that good.
It tastes like those, you know, like those sugar straws.
Sugar straws. Oh yeah.
It tastes like them, like an orange sugar straw. Just a drink though. It's a bit scat.
I mean, you're disrespecting the sponsor of this.
Fuck the sponsor, bro. I
Alright,
don't need their
well,
money.
Fuck you. I guess we're going back to V.
Yeah, V's so much better. V, please take us back.
We'll take the 1.5, I swear.
We take the 1.5. We don't need money. We donate all of it to fucking cerebral palsy anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Definitely. That's just like all the profit, though, that we donate. What else will we even need? Like,
All I want is just to make merch. Like, I sent a whole bunch of like things away to sponsors saying, just give us a chance. Just give us a fucking chance. I sent one to this cornhole company.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to make cornhole big and big.
Yeah.
So they're trying to put like cornhole facilities in parks that cannot be stolen.
Ooh.
I'm like locked in.
That is
So I
pretty
sent
fucking
them.
locked in.
I think I said, hey, this makes sense. We love cornhole. We've actually gone as far as making a cornhole team. So if you give us this sponsorship, we're going to go all the way. We're going to get cornhole jerseys and we're going to have a whole cornhole event on the podcast. And it's going to go above and beyond what you ask. Just give us the chance and this can be a good business relationship where we scratch your back and you scratch ours. And I did this other one with It was this business called Karma. I'm already giving them a plug now, so guys, use the code NMU. But and I said, like, I gave the whole spiel. And it's like, just give us a chance because you named your business Karma for a reason. And that means something to me. So I hope you can be our good karma and we can be your good karma and we can have a good relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be the fucking businessman, bro. Hey guys, it's Harry from 9 Meters Podcast here. Just doing this the audio proposal for this, and I'm really interested in your company.
Locked in.
I'm trying to fucking get, like, if we can just get one, boom, that's one, and then
Fucking.
I made it cost money though, but there was this really good one where I charged them like $1 because they had like a really good it was a really good company. It was about talking about hard stories of human growth, and it's a website where you like donate money to it and you just upload your story. And I said, I'll just do it for free. Like, you pay us $1, like whatever, we'll donate it back to a company. But I really would just like to have you guys as an actual sponsor, and then we can tell stories that are real to us, you know? I said, like, I meant this genuinely. I really stand by what they're doing. They said they want to tell stories that aren't about physicality, your likes, or your popularity. It's just true grit stories. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll tell a story about how terrible I am and how it's helped me. You know, like, I've already got one in my head that I won't share it now until we
Get the sponsor.
get the sponsor. But bro, the story I'm going to tell is fucking, I hated myself because of it.
No, I want to fucking know.
You will know eventually. I won't forget it. It's
Eventually.
seared in my brain. I'm in the shower and I'm just like, fuck, bro. It's
Was it recently?
very, very recently. You were
Okay,
there.
yeah.
You know exactly what it was.
Okay.
I did this other one, right? On the weekend, I caught myself thinking, this is not the story, but I caught myself, there was like this one thought, it was like my subconscious was like trying to tell me, right? Not tell me, but it was like trying to like trick me in a way. It was like the dark side of myself. I got caught in this thought where I was like looking down at someone, right? And I just went like this. I just was thinking it. Then I realized I was thinking about it. And I was just like, fuck you. Don't you ever think. Like, I fucking draw the line. In like my mind, I fucking caught myself so hard. I was like, don't you ever fucking think like that, motherfucker. That is that is the downfall of your whole life if you start thinking like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was just it was trying to like infect me with a seed of that thought. And I was like, fuck off, cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that happen to me recently as well.
Yeah.
Just like a simple, like, not a simple thought, but like a thought that like creeps into your head and then you realize you're thinking it. And it's like, oh, so that's where you are.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Like, you don't need to be there.
I realize, like, when I have like a really bad thought and it's like, that's not me. because you had that thing. It's like, oh, it's not me, and that's how I feel as well. But I say that is the potential of me, and me chooses not to be like that. That's why you exist in my head, not in my reality. That's how I think. It goes, hey, here's this thought of you looking down at someone and thinking you're better than them, like properly better than someone. It's just like, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
This is why it's in my head, because you're just your probability, your just chance of this thought existing. I choose to manifest that or not. So that is who I am, the person who does the action, not the person that thinks it.
Yeah. All that fucking yin is caught up in the back of your head, and it just comes out every once in a while, and
it's testing you.
It's like, this is the potential of evil that is in you.
Yeah, no, I'm a good person. I choose not to.
Yeah, and it's like, who's gonna like outweigh this time? But it's, for me, I pray to God that it's whatever the fuck is out there.
Yeah, but you have to acknowledge it. I see that thought.
Obviously.
Yeah, but that a lot of people wouldn't. But that's important that you're doing that as well. Like, you see, you go, yes, I can do that. It's a potential of me. I'm not immune to this. Like, I can be a terrible person.
Yeah.
That can be me, but it's not, because I choose who I am. Powerful stuff.
Yeah. Mind is a powerful thing.
We don't even have the slightest clue about our minds, bro. That's what I love about, because I've been getting more and more into the psychology, and I love adventure. I love exploration. And I was like one of those kids where it was just like, born too late to explore the earth, but born too early to explore the planets. And it's just like, yeah, but it's... And I used to like sook about that, because I wanted to be like a frontiersman or an explorer and shit, and like really like break ground. And I was like, hold on, we can just do it in here. Like, we don't even have the slightest clue of what is going in here. So that's where I want to break ground or be on the frontier of. I want to learn the mind.
Yeah.
It's such deeper than we think.
Yeah. I don't know what I was doing this morning, but I was just looking at the ground. And that fucking thought, how does a rock just go to, oh, I'm alive.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a piece of mud, and as I like just kept thinking, I was just like, started kicking the ground, like, how the fuck is that possible, cunt?
But if you listen to this first time, that doesn't make sense. But what you mean as in?
I mean as in, how the fuck
did life,
when you go way back in time?
Yeah.
If you believe in evolution.
Yeah.
And in that case, that means you believe in, like, when the moon collided with Earth, or whatever astral body collided with Earth, and like fucking basically that was the beginning of life.
Yeah.
Because everything like went fucking hot and all rocky and all that shit, and then somehow out of nowhere, a little fucking guy like this just came out of the ground.
No, it didn't happen like that though.
Well, eventually it would have had to.
Yeah. How did the first plant exist?
Because
it
if
would
it
have
goes,
been, it was algae and shit. That's how it started. Like as the first like life.
but even algae,
Yeah.
like,
Well, think about that. Yeah. Think about this as in rock, right? Rock is rock. Rock does rock. Then you have plant or algae. Algae has organization.
that's
Structure.
something that actually has like a mind.
Yeah, moving shit around to like feed itself, and like moves arteries and moves energy along its fucking photosynthesizes. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, how does
From
it just
rock
go?
to...
Okay, I'm just gonna use this big thing that is here half the time. I'm just gonna use that for a bit of fucking energy.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna be my life, and like the soil around me. I'll just feed off that.
But think about this. How did it even know the sun was a source of energy?
Well, it's fucking like sitting in the fucking sun rays all day, so it must have been like. Oh,
But why aren't we using the sun rays? Why don't we just eat air? Like, if we're sitting in the air all the time, obviously it doesn't work. But imagine not even thinking the way you think. Imagine us just like not even being here. You know, we're just and then going, oh, it's so hard to explain. But imagine us not even nothing. We're just here, rocks, and then deciding that we're going to grow from the sun. Like,
It's almost like it almost seems like that can't be a decision.
you think,
Like that's something that just happened.
like just chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the sun rays affects? But what? How? Like, you have dirt and rocks and
Water.
the planet smashed together. Boom! It cools.
Wait.
Right? What?
Where the fuck did all this water come from?
I don't know. Don't ask me, man.
Because if
Don't even
that thing's
ask.
smashed and like basically, because from my understanding, two planets or whatever the fuck collided, and then that debris kind of was just amongst and then came back into a ball, and then hardened, and then where the fuck did all the lava come from, cunt? Why the fuck is there a core in a planet?
It's the pressure, it's the mass of just all that. It squeezes so hard, it gets
Yeah.
extra hot, and then it breaks down molecules and becomes lava.
Yeah, but make that make sense.
Or just the density of just like,
Yeah, you know, we know. I know what you're saying, right?
yeah.
But make that make sense.
I don't have the
It
equations.
doesn't.
I don't have the equations.
It doesn't make sense. How can something be so dense that it's so hot? Like it's like, oh, just gonna pack all this fucking matter in here.
Because what's the byproduct of pressure, and the fucking pressure is the heat of the molecules being compressed is the heat. And it creates the fucking core. But then how water comes, I don't know, maybe there's extra hydrogen and oxygen combined somehow, and it just creates fucking, I don't know, an atmosphere, then atmosphere, precipitation lands. But then, right, after all this, the sun shines into the water, and then shit just goes, oh, let me just fucking become alive. Like, where? Like, what? Out of nothing, rocks and water are fucking single cell organism, just fucking there, like made up of atoms and shit. And then it's just like, let me multiply, and then it turns into what? What's the need to multiply at that point? Like, you multiply and then what? Why do you need to evolve? You're just existing. What's the need to develop if you're the only fucking thing on the planet? Yeah, so you think like they're little fucking... What if we were single cell organisms in little
We were.
machines? Just fucking...
Oh, okay. little
What if we were
things.
literally... Single cell organisms were us. And like when we got eaten by a fucking bacteria, we were legit... Just fucking attacked by some shit.
I don't know, man.
Here's the thing. What if single cell organisms were sentient? And they were literally trying to like colonize. And then as they fucking evolved, they lost the sentience.
Fuck. You know those little really microscopic bugs? There's like, if I pulled up a photo of it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's...
Like dust mites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they?
I have no fucking clue.
Are they
Microorganisms, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so they're not a single-celled organism, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Because they move around like
Let me
an animal.
see. Single cell organisms move around. Let me...
Yeah, but
I
it
don't even
moves
know what
around-
dust
it
mites
moves
are, though.
around like it's got a mind of its own.
They used to freak me out.
Yeah, when you see them, like, obviously it's an animated version of it, but basically what it looks like in real life, they look fucking freaky. They're like big fucking marshmallow aliens. No.
Oh wait, are dust mites single cell? I don't think they are, hey.
Yeah.
Alright.
I swear those things like live forever as well. Or they just can't die. Like if you try and kill it.
Bro, their primary food is dead human skin cells.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why do they exist? Are they just to clean up the shit?
Literally, bro, that's all we fucking are. But that's where humans are different.
Why?
because we don't clean up the shit. We make shit that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think that the way that we reckon we got down to like being on the ground and then like it started to evolve into a human is because we were the weaker kind of like chimps, like monkeys in the trees. So they'll just like get the fuck out, push you onto the ground, and then
Forced to
let's
develop.
fucking start walking.
Yeah, that was how it was, wasn't it? That we were bullied out of the trees, and then we had to develop language, which made our brains bigger. That's the hypothesis.
Yeah,
Or
which is where they reckon we lost, like it's called the trade-off theory or something like that, and it's if that we got language, but at the same time, in order to get language, we traded off memory, like I guess short-term memory.
Yeah, like really good short-term memory. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's
like
why monkeys can do the
decision-making.
fucking test and we can't. Like they can remember like a certain amount of digits in a row that we can't, which is ridiculous. I've been watching a series, right? And this guy's talking about the development of cognitive tools in how we think, and it's like how we evolved our brains by accident and how much we take for granted with the way we think. You know, like think about like how you think and you just think that's just the way it is, but it's really not. It's all built in culturally so deeply within our evolution as like humans within the past like couple thousand years, right? So like if all your family's been brought up the same way, they teach all that same shit to you because they know it, and that's the way they operate as they've taken it for granted. They just give it to you and then you take it for granted, right? So at the fall of the Bronze Age, right, where the Middle Eastern empires collapsed, right? Egypt collapsed and all that because these group of like colonies called the Sea People invaded and
Pirates.
yeah, I don't think they were pirates, but they were like the first countries to use naval warfare, and the people had never known what naval warfare was, so they just attacked the shores, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And it took out their entire empire because it was a development of all this technology.
Yeah.
And at the fall of this, they went into a dark age and they lost all this technology, and then it forced cultures to be more creative with like the way they work. So they created the alphabetical languages. Beforehand, bro, they used hieroglyphs, right? And to understand hieroglyphs was legitimately a job. Think about that.
Still is a job.
Yeah, but I'm saying like to be literate, to speak and write down hieroglyphs was your entire job. So you would that was your job, was to read shit for people and to write shit down. And because it was that hard to learn. So then they created the alphabetical language. So then everyone could learn language and everyone could write it down and everyone could use it effectively. Everyone had a more efficient, the alphabetical language was a more efficient way of language. It was more learnable and it was more you could pass it on. It was more developed, right? Think about that for a second. Think about how you think in words right now. Like,
Yeah, bro. Like, where's a fucking scrap piece of fucking paper? Ooh. Imagine just going from this
okay, man, a
This.
stick figure with a spear, yeah.
this, right, to fucking this.
Wait, what do you mean,
A
A?
letter. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Exactly. You're going from fucking drawing people to fucking. Oh, that's A. Like, and then
A.
A bunch of people just
Ah,
go.
B, K, D, E,
And then they go, B? They're like, yeah, that actually looks good for B. Oh. What about C? Yeah, C.
Right, so look at this, right? This is how their minds worked, and we take this for granted, right? So they would have an idea, and they'd be like, hieroglyph, let me fucking explain this to you. So you go, river, me, and you, cross river to cave, right? They'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
And that was like fucking, big brain, right? So then imagine us right now, right?
Yeah.
The soliloquy. Like, what the fuck is soliloquy? Like, the hyperbole. Think about the way we operate, as in, we sit here and we communicate and we take it so for granted. Like, it's so hard to, like, express. Think about not thinking in terms of language when you think. So when you're going day to day and you're driving your car and you're like thinking about how to do shit, imagine thinking not with words.
Can't.
You can't even imagine it.
That's what I'm literally reading this going, imagine you just went back in time and you just handed this like fucking Egyptian guy a fucking can like this.
He'd only understand the man holding it. That's the thing he'd go.
They'd be like, what the fuck are these scribbles?
Yeah.
What does this mean?
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh, that means something.
Mm.
But I don't know whatever the fuck this means.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, symbols. Fuck. I mean, that's really what fucking letters are, I guess, if you want to say. But
yeah, they
the
worked
actual
in
drawings.
symbolic hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
So one hieroglyph would mean
fuck.
a symbol for something. It'd be like a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
But so what blows me away is I think about, like anything. Think about how you're going to deal with a conflict among friends or like a girlfriend, and how you run it over in your head and think about what you're going to say and the options that she might say back, and you're trying to just like come up with a good way to think. No, you just don't think that is not a possible thing for you to think about. How do you...
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Bro,
Because people were still getting like, married.
The
and
language
shit.
wasn't the same. They couldn't think in words.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, oh, I will say this. They'd be like, oh, I will draw this.
No, they would just be like, they just say it. They just speak
Yeah.
their emotion. They wouldn't. They couldn't be able to plan it before they spoke.
What the fuck is going on in their head all day?
No, they're just fucking doing
Nothing?
shit. They're just doing
They're
shit.
just working?
They're not thinking it over in their brain. They're just doing whatever's in front of them. They're present.
Yeah.
Which is part of our tragedy of being human, is we're not present because we have the ability to fucking think shit, which is our downfall, but also our gift.
I wonder if that's why people, they're like visual learners and then they're
Yeah.
like kinetic and fucking audio and all that shit. I wonder if that's like why. There are a lot of like visual learners.
I'm such a visual learner. I'm definitely not an audio learner. I can listen to podcasts audio, but I can't listen to audio books very well.
Yeah, I can
Just
listen to
book
podcasts.
form, I can't articulate. I can't comprehend it very well. Conversation, I can. I'm not sure, like, maybe I got that wrong with they couldn't think, like, of what they were going to say, but I'm just trying to think about not being able to think in, like, alphabetical words.
Yeah.
Like, what was their languages before that? How did they speak? What was the sentence structures and the grammar? And
Well, that's the thing. That's
the
what
words?
I'm thinking. Did they talk like us, and
do they communicate
just-
on the same frequency?
they just knew how to talk and they didn't know how to?
Yeah, they just knew how to speak, but they didn't know how to write it down
But
or read it.
oh, I wonder how, because you hear all the time, not all the time, but like here and there, people can't read. I wonder if they like if that would be a good way to go about trying to understand how they think. Because if people can't read,
They
then-
can't think in words.
yeah, they
But
just
they-
know,
but-
but they know how to talk.
Yeah, but the words of the language allows them to have like a better understanding of language. You know, the way the language is set out is a more efficient way. Like words written in characters with a meaning attached to each word is a better way than it was before. When you like think about like what language were they speaking when their written form of language was hieroglyphs? What language were they speaking? They weren't speaking I went to the shops. I went to the shops. No, it would have been hieroglyph. If that's even how they spoke, like shops. Just walk out the thing. Where? Hieroglyph shops, and you just go. Like I don't know how it would work.
Fucking
Like what's and how do they do? And also they added consonants, which apparently made it so much. No, vowels. They added vowels, and apparently that makes it a lot easier to learn because vowels are like
You'd think so.
yeah, fucked it. I don't know too deep, but I'm just regurgitating a whole bunch of shit I learned. If you want to look this up, it's a bit of an effort to like go into. But if you really like the psychology shit like me and you're interested in it, there's this series. It's called Awakening from the Meaning Crisis by John Vivek. Super interesting stuff. It's very hard to understand. I legit Jordan Peterson and John Vivek, I think that's how you say it. I apologize if I get it wrong, even though you'll never listen to this, sir. But I listened to their conversation. I did not understand a single word. And a guy said, listen to this guy's lecture series and you'll be able to like get a better grasp of what they're talking about. And it's still hard to understand. But there's like 54 episodes and they're all like an hour long of just intense learning. But I find it easier if I'm not forced to do it. I'll just learn about it because I just find it interesting. But if a teacher tells me to learn it, I won't learn it. So it really has to come from an interest, and I'm super interested in it, so I'll listen to it. What'd you find, Gus? Anything?
I'm just trying to look at the exact date of when like words came about, but I've got no fucking internet connection.
It was fuck. If I knew the term, I'd say it, but I don't. It's the something fall. Collapse. The something collapse.
There's been a lot of collapses.
You got the Wi-Fi?
No, I don't know the password to it.
So you're hotspotting?
Trying to.
Look up collapse. Oh, yeah, just look up when they discovered alphabetical language. When they created it.
Fuck me dead. What did you say when they created?
Yeah, alphabetical language.
I'm from the planet Alpha Betrium.
What's that?
Iced tea in fucking Rick and Morty.
No. Oh yeah, I know of it. I don't know the fucking quote.
Personal hotspot is on. You fucking accept me, please. Please. There. You motherfucker. Oh my god. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
The other shit he said we learned. I'm trying to think of the other shit he said we learned with our brains. Yeah, there was also a philosopher that created. He created the type of scientific objective thinking that we take for granted now. Like they never used to think purely objectively within like the tangible world. If they didn't understand, they'd explain a phenomenon through saying, "Oh, Zeus did this, and this is why it happened," and that was their explanation. They didn't like think, "Oh, maybe like static electricity from the clouds creates thunder." Like they just didn't.
They didn't even like.
They didn't question it. They just said,
like,
"Oh, Zeus," and this guy went, "No, let me just like analyze it through that perspective," and he pretty much birthed the way we think today. Somehow. He just went, no, I'm going to look at it this way. And it ended up thousands of years later, the scientific method of thinking.
Proving everybody fucking wrong. It's so weird.
But how do you develop that? Like, they were there and they're like, this is it. We figured it out. We're legit the philosophers of Greece.
They're just
they are still revered thousands of years later. And they were like, yeah, this is how we think. We've pretty much got it solved.
Take someone like you to go against the grain.
No, bro.
Like
take someone like you with your fucking fashion Wrangler fucking jumper.
No, with your fucking still in your style fucking picture tees.
Bro, I'm a poser, bro. I didn't even wear my graphic tee.
Nah, fucking wanker.
Yeah. Hey, you find your fucking shit?
Yep, okay. When was the alphabet created?
That jumper it's a bold look for you. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw you wearing that. I'm like, fuck, bro.
I saw it and I was
dripping the fuck out.
I fucking rate this shit. Historians point to the Proto-Sinaitic script as the first alphabetical writing system, which consists of 22 symbols adapted from Egyptian hieroglyphics. This set was developed by Semitic-speaking people in the Middle East and around 1700 BC, and was refined and spread to other civilizations by the Phoenicians.
May I?
Yeah, you may. Because I love botching fucking words and people and places.
Wow. Alright, let me find some shit.
How fucking interesting does fucking Zamet find us talking? Because he's probably the only one listening to this right now.
Probably just vibing, doing some shit.
And Ling.
Yeah, Ealing. Hey, Ealing.
Hey guys, how you doing?
They're immortalizing this podcast as
Yeah.
the true OGs.
Mm,
Surely some Americans listen to this too.
maybe. We can still find out.
LJ listens to. I'm pretty sure
comments.
LJ listens to a couple of them too.
LJ.
Jacob LJ, my mate, lives in the Gold Coast.
yep.
He leaves some comments. He's a bit of a cutie. Tom listens to him in his car. He does listen to it every now and then.
McGlinnicus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jamie, young Jamie, aka.
Young Jimmy. Okay, Tom Echo on Spotify. Check him out if you
Check
haven't
him
already.
out. And check out Finn Shedlin. He's going to be releasing some epic tracks soon. It's just in the pipeline.
We don't know when, but yes,
It'll happen.
it will be soon.
Because the wait will be worth it because he's a perfectionist when it comes to this. You know, we're going to be getting the cream of the crop.
Yes, sir.
What else we got? Look out for Christopher Howie's fucking business opportunities. It'll be anything, but when he fucking starts doing some shit, which he will inevitably, we'll be pumping that as well. And he'll probably be the first proper sponsor of the podcast.
I fucking hope so.
He
Imagine that
legit
just on his
pays
fucking
us.
little glass window.
Yeah.
NMU.
We've put all this shit up there. Alright, and just wait, guys. In a couple of years, when marijuana's legal, we're going to open the dispensary. It's going to be the dispensary of dispensaries. We're going to have a doorman. We're going to have like a nice like chill out room, a Pink Floyd room. We're going to have a stage where bands and stand-up comedians can come perform. It's going to be ridiculous. Just wait. This is coming from the depths of the past, predicting the future here. It has to happen.
It's got to.
Imagine how sick that would be.
It'd be fat.
Just a doorman at the front. It's just fully uniformed up in the main street of wherever. So out of place. Opens the door. Welcome to the dispensary. Or whatever the fuck we call it, but... I don't know.
Late Bronze Age. What caused the end of the Bronze Age? That's not
The sea people. I heard that, like the sea people. I instantly was like, okay, I need to know who these people are. Gets me so curious.
Okay, well, this guy has a lot of different reasons other than your fucking...
Sea people?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I might have seen it. New warfare technology develops.
Raiders and changes in warfare, yeah.
It's the sea people. Diplomatic and economic downfall.
System collapses. Will collapse.
What else?
Earthquakes, mass migrations,
Earthquakes.
ironworking, drought.
Yeah, that's a bit fucked, eh? That's an apocalypse. Yeah, that's what the guy's saying. It was like the closest thing they've ever had to an apocalypse.
What?
Was this the Bronze Age downfall?
Really?
Yeah, it's like everything just went to shit and they went like back heaps.
Yeah, true. Where everything went backward. Yeah, because what was it? Oh, was it Bart?
What?
When was like another time?
The Dark Ages with the medieval time. Yeah, that was the Dark Ages. It was
That's
when
so weird.
Rome. I think it was after like when Rome collapsed.
Yeah, that was when Rome collapsed because they had like fucking plumbing and shit.
Yeah.
And then after the Dark Ages,
Yeah, nah.
what's a fucking toilet, cunt?
They threw it out their window.
Yeah, bro.
Fucked, eh?
How does that happen in history? How do you some massive had to have happened? You
Yeah.
can't just go, Okay, we have toilets and plumbing that go under the streets.
And we
And
have
then-
aqueducts that flow clean water to the whole city.
And then on the other side of this fucking couple century period, what the fuck is a toilet?
Yeah.
You have drains? What the fuck do they do? It's like, oh, God.
Also, here's something that'll blow your mind, bro. From the point of, who is it? Aphrodite was the female pharaoh. Is that true?
Aphrodite.
Is that Aphrodite? No,
Oh,
who's
that's
the
me. You're
female
telling me the
pharaoh?
story.
What?
Are you thinking of Cleopatra?
Cleopatra, right?
I think I already know what you're about to say.
You know, have I told you this before?
I might have heard it, but
Alright. So when Cleopatra was alive ruling Egypt, it's been 2,000 years, right? So she was alive around the time Jesus was born, right? So it's been 2,000 years since Cleopatra roundabout was reigning,
that's so weird.
right? 2,000 years since Jesus died or whatever. So they say. The Egyptian Empire was 2,000 years older than when Cleopatra. No, there was 4,000 years before Cleopatra was ruling. Is how long the Egyptian Empire has been around for.
I don't think so. I think it's been longer. Because weren't they?
Let's
weren't
Google,
the-
let's Google.
Hold on. Let me look this up.
Look up timeline of the
Hold up.
Egyptian Empire. Because it's pretty sure it's something weird like that.
I know that I'm pretty sure one of the facts about her is as well that Cleopatra is closer to the invention of the iPhone
That's
to the
the-
building of the pyramids.
Yeah, bro, that's the one.
That's a fucking wank. Cleopatra? You're thinking about all the fucking dark eyeliner,
Yeah.
the gold, and the fucking like.
I'm glad you should have just told the fact, bro, instead and just ripped it off me.
Timeline of the fuck.
Yeah, because those the three pyramids of Giza or whatever, the main three pyramids they're 2,000 years before she was born or something.
I swear they were 10,000 BC. What did you want? Timeline of the Egyptian what?
Timeline of the Egyptian Empire.
Empire. That's the name. Empire.
The word.
Yep. Okay. Fuck. That's BBC.com.
Let's go. You can trust them, hopefully.
Okay. Fuck off. Register. A chronology of key events. I'm not even going to say the names. I'm just going to say years. 7,000 BCE, settlement of Nile Valley begins.
Okay.
3,000 BC, kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt unite. Successive dynasties witness flourishing trade, prosperity, and the development of great cultural traditions. Writing, including hieroglyphics, is used as an instrument of state. Construction of the pyramids around 2,500 BC. No way. I swear they're a fuck ton older than that.
Which pyramids? Because there's a whole bunch.
I know
they
there's a
made them
whole
all at
bunch, but
different
when
times.
people say the pyramids, they
Yeah,
usually mean
the
the
three
pyramids
main
of
ones.
Giza. Well, let me look that up separately.
All right. It makes us show how compared to the world history, how little of a role Australia has played in it. You know, the indigenous Aboriginals were just chilling here, not touched for all those how 40,000 years they say. They're just vibing, bro.
For 40,000 years, bro. What are
Just
you doing?
chilling. But they had all these different tribes, all these different
Bro,
structures.
I think there was 700 different tribes.
And we
across
just
Australia.
came in and just fucked it all up. We know nothing about what their culture was.
Okay, sorry, I say tribes. I mean languages. I think there was over 700 languages in this country.
We're
Then the
such
white men come
fuckwits.
along, bro, and we fucked them royally.
You know what would have been better if we just came in as a fly on the wall and just documented all their shit
Oh, bro.
without spreading
Fuck.
disease, you know,
How good would have been
to witness
just
that.
a civil meeting?
But apparently they were fighting each other, bro. Like apparently it was like heaps full on.
Thank the Lord, the what not.
Gonna
get us cancelled.
Bro, you're gonna get us cancelled now. Fucking.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Relax. Somebody, if we get famous, somebody's just gonna pull this shit up out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, fucking Twitter, have a look at this. Thank the Lord I won't be on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's like something that most Australians have just completely avoided. Like I don't have any desire for Twitter. I don't need it.
No way. I just see like YouTubers and shit that I watch. Just like Twitter's so dead. It's just cancel culture on there.
Yeah, I miss out on so much. Like having such little social media, you miss out on so much hate. Like it's so good. Come on, man. You got to be quicker than that.
What?
On the research. Let's go.
Oh shit! Sorry, I've just been talking.
What are you
It's
looking
been
at?
in front of me for fucking that
Oh.
long. 4.5. 4,500 years ago. That's what they say.
Yes, that's 2,500 BC.
Yeah, but
It's sort of right as what you were saying. It's just a different perspective, different point of measurement.
Yes, okay, I accept. Fucking wanks. That's where they fucking get you.
What, the BC?
Where they're just like, oh, accept or fucking learn more, and you're just like, fuck, accept. Pyramids of Giza could have been built by a lost civilization. Hancock, bro. Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
Listen to that man speak, bro.
We need him on the podcast.
That is a man that
You know, he was Joe Rogan's first proper guest.
first proper guest.
He's his first proper guest.
God,
We need a person like that as our first proper guest.
Hey.
Like someone who's just ridiculous, but not like popular ridiculous. Just a good author, a good like.
Just knows.
Like who would you have on?
Who would I have on?
Who's like interesting that you'd love to just pick their brain?
That's the thing. I'm not really good at picking people's brains, but
If someone was that interesting, I'm sure you would. Like who are you so curious about?
Who am I so curious about?
Yeah, you'd be like, wow.
I guess if I really, because I like space, I guess I could get like Brian Cox on.
You're a fan of his, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
It's a hard question once you get asked it, huh? Didn't even think about it. So much easier. It's such an easier question to ask than to answer. Probably Jordan Peterson. I'd like to hear his. I'd like to ask him a lot of questions about myself.
King foot letters.
Yeah. Like I reckon he'd have interesting insights. I'd like to understand what he's gone through as well, and like go through the depths of his experience, you know, and ask him if he has his own red book that he's developing, like Jung did, because he's a big fan of Jung. So I wonder that, and if he'd ever publish it before he died, because I'd want to ask him questions about that too. Like I want to talk to people who, I'd want to talk to like Russell Brand. You know him?
Russell
The
Brand.
English bloke.
The what?
The English guy.
Oh yeah, another one.
The real
He's like,
spiritual guy?
Is he? Yeah, vegan and
Yeah. I'd like to talk to him. I think he'd be interesting to chat to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he comes across really smart.
Yeah. He's just very free, I think.
Yeah.
He just knows himself.
Yeah.
Just most scientists. I just love to talk to scientists. And psychologists and shit. Cat Stevens. Oh, bro, I'd love to talk to Cat Stevens. I think he's a knowing man. He's such a knowing man. I need to talk to him.
When
He's spooky, bro. It's the shit that pops up in his feed that I relate to. I'm just like, bruh, you need to chill. That'd be so weird being Cat Stevens. Say you like watch this video, then all of a sudden, he's just watching this random video. Who'd like to see? Out of nowhere, Cat Stevens. Like, imagine if you were famous, you click on a random video and your name's just brought up. Like, what a surreal moment.
Yeah, that would be fucking weird.
So crazy. Like, random video. I fucking love Cat Stevens. Like,
Yeah.
that's the, like, my name surfaced to the top.
Bro, one thing that I feel like gets slept on a bunch
What?
is that the fucking Earth goes into something called a glacial period, aka the fucking ice age, cunt.
Yeah.
Like, that happens every couple thousand years. And my theory is
Okay.
that we're just gonna help speed this up by like helping contribute to global warming. Whether it occurs naturally as well, I don't fucking know. Probably, but I know we're helping do a bunch of damage. And the people who are in denial of that, and they're just like, no, man, the Earth is just. There's tons of evidence. Just look at fucking Great Barrier Reef. Holy fuck, man! I've been watching Our Planet. David fucking.
It's
Attenborough.
depressing, hey.
Man, he just makes you want to change the world.
Hey.
Yeah. I immediately like got on. It was just it was the bitch in me. I need to fucking get on it again. But
Yeah.
I looked up like what I can do to help like save the Great Barrier Reef and on his website. I was just like watch some videos. But I was like, no, I actually want to like sign some petitions and like do some like shit. And all of them were kind of just not really showing anything to sign or do anything. So I just I need to fucking get back on it, but
You should do that I signed up for. Did I tell you? Donating blood. Well, I signed up to donate blood, so
oh nice.
jump on the bandwagon.
Fuck no. I need all the blood I can get, bro.
What?
I need all the blood I can get.
I know you're wanking me, but I challenge you. Donate blood.
Bro. No.
Why? Like legit? Why? Like, would you?
Yeah, I guess I would.
Why not?
Because
Why?
fuck him.
Bro, they legit said you saved 3 lives. I was on the radio. I'm like, I've been meaning to do this for too long, so I just fucking signed up. I'm challenging you, bro. You have to do it now. I'm putting the pressure. What?
You know what you're doing?
What?
You're just spreading out those vines.
Soapbox.
Slowly wrapping them around me and sucking me into your fucking life of, join my bandwagon. I'm doing something for the world.
Yeah, legit.
Nah.
Fair.
You donate your blood, I'll fucking try and keep the reef clean.
Fucking oath. I would deal with that, bro. If you legit... I want to see videos of you cleaning the reef, bro. With a toothbrush, scrubbing those coral.
Bro. That's not how it fucking works.
You legit give them toothpaste and scrub them. You have to clean them.
Man.
You have to clean it, bro.
Oh, fucking just tell me. Fuck, bro. Don't go into that much detail. I'm a dummy. I just want to...
What are you trying to show us?
Okay. When because people have been saying, bring it back around.
Whip.
Ice Age, yeah. I believe if like this shit keeps going on and water levels keep rising, I reckon that it'll get to a point where all the ice melts and the water's however fucking high it is or whatever the fuck.
It gets warmer though. The warmer gets.
Yeah, no, but all the ice melts and then it's just all water and like covering some land. So then it just starts to get colder and colder.
Why?
And all of it freezes and everything starts to just freeze over again.
Why? Because the water reflects. Does the water reflect more light out, so therefore it makes the earth cooler? So if we had more, if we had all the shit, if we had all of the earth water, it would reflect more light and therefore would make the earth colder.
I remember hearing something about that.
Bro, we're talking absolute shit, but...
No, I think you're onto something, but like, because of CO2 as well.
Yeah,
Like
the greenhouse
trapping it.
gases will probably keep it hotter,
Yeah,
but
like trapping it and bouncing it inside
Yeah.
instead of like actually sending it.
balls like.
It's
So
just
what?
a shitty fucking.
So what? We go into this
virus.
glacial period, and then what?
Yeah, I reckon we might even like force ourselves into it.
Do you reckon you'll be alive for it, or do you think we'll be dead?
Bro, it'd be pretty sick to be alive for that. It'd be fucking carnage, but it'd be sick. It'd be carnage when it starts to happen, and then if you're like the last couple, like, I don't know, thousands or millions of survivors, it'd be so
Just
fucking
goes ice cold, and then what? How do you survive? You just freeze to death.
fucking dig a giant hole into the fucking ice and create a fucking insulate it. Have some fires in there. Fucking.
What do you burn?
What do you burn?
Yeah.
Animals, man. I don't know.
Like,
Just-
like everything gets frozen by glaciers, bro. All the trees are fucked.
But that's the thing. I'm not sure if it's the Earth is fully frozen. I think once upon a time it was. But I was just looking at some fucking diagrams.
But during the Ice Age, it legit was just a snow world.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
I swear they said something. You know what? I just don't. I need to stop saying I swear or I think.
Mm.
I need to know.
Yeah, well, you can do that, bro. I don't. I
yeah.
can't.
I definitely still will be like, hey, well, okay. Okay, Earth formation 4.5 million years ago. Pongola, which I take as the first one, was 2.9 to 2.8 billion years ago. Then the second one was 2.4 to 2.3 billion years ago. And the third one was 715 to 547 million years ago. Motherfuckers. Jesus Christ.
What?
Okay, so we don't have to worry about a fucking thing about. I thought that was a big deal. I remember cunts being like, we're due for an ice age.
Really?
Yeah. Hold up. Okay, so.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle, where you think it's a big deal as a kid, and it's just not.
Mm.
Like I remember used to like freak out, thinking like, why is no one sorting the Bermuda Triangle out? Like planes just going down, and no one does anything. It just gets slept on so hard. Yeah, a whole area is known for planes crashing, but we're not going to do anything.
Fuck off. This thing is just retarded, bro.
What?
This planet. Okay.
So when's that next ice age?
I just typed in how long ago was the last ice age. 11.7 thousand years ago. Right?
That long?
Huh?
That's actually not that long.
That's not that long. But guess when it started?
When?
Or began.
When?
Began about 2.6 million years ago.
Fuck off.
And lasted until about 11... Yeah,
That's
1,000
bullshit. That's
700.
not true. Can't be true.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just the top half and the bottom half that like where it's cold. And in the tropics it's like still fucking...
Eats.
That's why fucking Aboriginals have been around for so fucking long.
Well, you know they found
They'll just
Aboriginal DNA in South America in the middle of a fucking tribe.
I've talked about this. Yeah.
What? They thought that maybe it froze and they traveled across. But how the fuck and why would you travel across?
I don't know, man.
And if they were Aboriginal, were Aboriginals like more evolved out of the like their more primitive tribal and they became like travelers and then somehow they regressed? Like how would they get there? Like you can't as a tribe just cross the fucking ocean.
I know this is a weird question, but
Yeah.
do you know if the Aboriginal people were like explorers, like on sea, like basically boat people?
Like the Polynesians
Yeah.
were? I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't think so. Because it's not
Because
in their culture, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like
They canoed though.
something tells me that if that is the case, that there is DNA that is like Aboriginal, that not necessarily we went out for a bit, but more the point, we started somewhere, went all the way around, and then just settled here. I was saying we, but the Aboriginals.
What do you mean?
Like, because if there's Aboriginal blood in, DNA in...
You think they like travelled?
Yeah.
It might have been when the continents were closer together.
True. But 40,000 years ago...
Well, it might have
Takes
been. Who
more
knows
than
how
fucking-
long they've been there for? Like, we really don't know. That's a long time.
But to be able to find that would have to be pretty It's a
don't know.
bone, man. Like,
I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous.
yeah.
Like, but think about the Polynesians. They legitimately like colonized most islands and shit. Like they're a crazy race. They were like traveling the oceans before anyone. We think about like ocean travel. We think of 1800s, 1700s ships going to America and shit, and like the spice trade. But little do we know, like thousands of years ago, there were Polynesians with like their own guidance systems that we don't even understand how they got them. And yeah, Graham Hancock found an old map, and it had like a map of an outline of an island that was now underwater. And the last time it was out of water was like before the last ice age. So there's a map from before the last ice age of an island that was out of the water at that point, and now it's underwater. And it was from like a Polynesian culture who have been lost, and they just knew how to travel around the oceans before we even knew that we could even do that.
What the fuck?
Like, they knew the Earth was round before the last ice age, before humans were smart.
Yeah.
So, as he says, we've got amnesia. We're a civilization with amnesia, which makes it more like plausible that indigenous people might have regressed in terms of civilizations, you know, like of Australia. Because it's almost hard to believe that they would be here for 40,000 years and still be in the tribal setting, you know. I thought they would have, you know, consolidated more, you know. It's interesting. I'd really that's why it's so crazy that we've lost this history of the indigenous people. I'd love to know the history of like what happened, because think about all the history that's lost. There were tribal relations between tribes and wars and battles and technologies developed, warfare developed, techniques developed that we've just all lost. We just know boomerangs and shit and the spears, the spear holders. It's such a shame. Like, I'd love to know how their hierarchies existed on like that deeper level.
Hey.
Like, who were they chill with? Who weren't they chill with? Like how we know about how the Vikings invaded Britain and all that. I want to know, like, maybe the certain... maybe like the Tasmanian indigenous invaded the Melbourne coastline and shit. Like, I want to know that.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find this fucking dinosaur. Which one are you? I'm pretty sure it was this dinosaur. You know this thing? You know this guy?
Spinosaurus? No, what is it? Yeah, I do
That
know
guy?
of it.
You know the T-Rex?
What is it? Stegosaurus? Yeah.
Isn't the Stegosaurus the fucking giant one?
I'm a Stegosaurus. No. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's a Stegosaurus. That's a Brontosaur. I'm pretty sure is the big one.
You might be right.
Yeah, anyway, T-Rex.
Do you reckon those are in like the same time period?
This is a setup, so...
Yeah, that one was a Stegosaurus, yeah.
No, man, they weren't. They weren't.
Do you know how much they
No,
went
I'm
by?
saying... I would have said, yes, they're in the same time period, but I knew you're setting me up,
Have
so...
a guess.
I don't know.
Like the time difference.
10,000 years.
50 million years.
Between the two of them.
Between that thing, when that thing went extinct, 50 million years later, the T-Rex was made.
T-Rex was made 50 million years later.
Later, bro. So, that T-Rex is ancient was that motherfucker.
Yeah. Then what was the T-Rex hunting?
I don't know. There's fucking other shit.
Bro, Spinosaurus. Apparently they were the most ruthless.
Spinosaurus. Spine. What, one of these motherfuckers?
Yeah, they were more fucked than a T-Rex. They were like the ultimate killer.
Wouldn't surprise me. They do look pretty fucking gnarly.
Then you got a Carnosaur. They were pretty fucked as well. They got the horns. Isn't it weird kids just get obsessed with dinosaurs? Like every kid just loves dinosaurs at a certain point. I did.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Dinosaurs are sick.
Oh, bro. They're mad things, you know?
Velociraptors. Every kid pretends to be a velociraptor.
Yeah.
You just run around like that, bro? Like the dad from Step Brothers?
Yeah. Oh.
My dad told me to grow up and get a job. So I forgot how to be a dinosaur.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
What?
There is so much shit that has happened on this planet that we don't fucking know about.
Nope. We shouldn't even. Do we even need to try to know about it? Like, why are we so desperate to know about the past? It's like we're sort of wasting our future. You know?
I give a fuck.
Yeah, but think about it, like, you could spend your whole present finding things out about the past, preventing yourself from finding new things out from the future.
How?
Like, if you spend your whole
You
life
could change your past. You could look into the past, find out shit about the past,
And
and
then
could
change the
change the
future.
future.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying, like, say you just like study Victorian bathhouses your entire life. You're just like focused on the past your entire life, you know. I don't know. I don't see the value.
Yeah, but that's the same shit as like doing a desk job your whole life. Fuck that. Past
is my
more
nightmare.
interesting, but
Like, think about this, bro. Could you sit at a desk for your whole life and you just get a mortgage and get kids and shit?
no.
No.
But I feel like if you ask anybody that, no.
No, but everyone does it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
That's the one thing that like whacks me out.
I don't wanna be
I'm an
that
average
guy.
person. Currently, I'm an average person.
Yeah.
And
Same.
then when Vsauce did that fucking like the stats, he was like, then we asked like the average person. We showed them the average person. What do they call it? Is it mortality rate? Whatever.
Yeah, and they all think they're gonna live longer.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's 80 years old. They all said, nah, I'll live longer. The average person said that to like the average like death. Well, the average person's death.
And it's like, no, half of you are gonna die before that.
Yeah. It's like, no, you're actually all gonna fucking die at that age because you're
And-
the average person.
And it's like the average person. No, the average person thinks they're smarter than the average intellect,
Yeah.
which means that, like,
It's so
everyone
weird.
thinks they're smarter than the average person, but they're not. And it's just like, if you say you are, you're just like, oh fuck,
Because you
maybe
gotta
I'm one of the
remember,
maybe
like-
I'm one of the idiots.
You could know a bunch about one topic or something like that, but
Yeah, that's
there's an average that comes across all fucking
intellect is the hardest thing to measure.
shit. Yeah.
You can be smart in so many different ways. It's almost impossible, which makes me like not want to focus on intellect. You know, just focus on thinking. It's the same thing, but you see, like this is what I believe. You can choose to not be the average person. It's all a choice, and you got to take the suffering that comes along with it. For you to be the outlier, it comes with social pressure and social ostracize that word, right?
Yeah.
You have to be prepared for people to think you're a loser for a majority of your life before you're a mad cunt. You know, it's like Quentin Tarantino worked in a fucking DVD store until in his 30s, bro, until he became the best director of all time. Up until his 30s, bro.
How do you?
Imagine all of your 20s and into your 30s working at this store trying to make movies. I'm just trying to make movies, man. Your movies suck, bro. You're never going to make it. Your 30s. Take something seriously. You need to get a fucking degree. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere with life. Nah, I'm just going to keep working at the DVD place and keep making feature films with my friend. And now he's the most renowned fucking director ever. To be successful like that, you have to prepare. You have to be willing to be the loser to everyone else.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's a
why,
choice.
This podcast is like good vibes.
What?
That's why this podcast is good vibes, because anyone that's probably seen it and hasn't responded to it is probably like, really? Podcast? You two?
Yeah, it's already been done.
Yeah. But it's like, hey, who else is fucking doing a podcast around here?
I'm
couple
actually
people.
curious. I'd love to see another group of guys or girls doing a podcast. I'd like to just meet up. Let's go on a podcast.
I wonder how many. Yeah. Let me look this up.
What?
How many podcasts? I wonder if you can see that.
Every bloke and his dog has a podcast now, and it's sort of like it's no longer new.
Mm.
So I'm trying to find like what's the new format for us to create and do that no one else will be doing. You know, that's I'm always keeping my eye out for that because I want to do something fresh as well. Because this has been done to death. You know, it's really hard to make it big in a podcast, which is not even why we're doing it. We're just doing it to do it because we enjoy it. But this is just like this could lead to things, you know. What?
Can't.
What? Are there a shit ton? Yes.
I mean, a lot of them are church.
Church?
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Who else we got? Who are our local boys?
One guy is called Cam Time. What's this?
Yeah?
Hi, this is Cam. Welcome to my podcast. Life as a teenager is hard enough, but when your world is upside down and backwards like mine, it's a whole lot more challenging.
Fucking oath, Cam.
Living with dyslexia
Whoa.
gives me a unique perspective on things. Join us as we talk about a variety of topics, and we'll have some special guests along the way. Best of all, you can join in the conversation too. What time is it? It's Cam time. Let's talk.
Cam.
After Cam.
All right, who else we got? We'll reach out to Cam, surely.
C3 Camden. Welcome to the weekly podcast from C3 Camden. Here you'll find all the messages spoken by our pastors team and guest speakers.
This what C91.3, the local radio station.
No, this is a C3 Camden.
I have no clue what. It's probably C91.3.
Player FM. Okay, I'm sorry.
So what'd you look
all
up?
you
What'd you look up?
God-goers. Huh?
What'd you look up?
I literally looked up podcasts in Camden area,
Cool.
and this showed up. The Camden Cat. What? The Easy E podcast.
Ooh.
Discussing all things sports and entertainment, featuring the Giant Viking football show with NFL analyst Trent Safrit, as well as things Camden Bruins sports. I'm not sure. That can't be Camden. Is it?
Maybe Camden, Boston.
Could be.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
That's cute.
Hey yo. They got their own merch by the looks of it.
Fuck, we're behind the
bro.
game.
We're lacking.
I'm legit going home and I'm making it. I'm gonna order some.
19 hours ago? What? It's like showing you when they were uploaded or when
Let's
they
play.
were-
Let's play the starter one.
Hold on, what's this? What's this called? Full count chaos. I'm not sure. This is,
We got Cam's on.
baseball is a wild game.
Can we play Cam's on?
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm hoping that it's like this area that it's like.
I hope it's actually. I hope we hear an Australian accent. Come on, Cam. Don't let us down.
Come on, Cam, mate. I don't.
Okay. Funky.
This is a minute 30, so I don't know what to expect.
Hi guys, this is Cadence from Cam Time with your Cam Time update. Cam and I have been doing a lot of fun things recently.
Well, this is a
To talk
podcast.
about. We had an incident with a lot of water.
Oh.
You'll have to tune in to hear about that one. We went on a mission trip to
What? You
They
hater.
were Americans.
They're American, but there's no.
That's not local.
I know. We need our local shit.
I'm after local
Pass it,
shit.
pass it.
Hey, wait. What's this? Camden Advertiser.
Oh, fucking murder you, bro.
Podcast to get you through your holiday road trips. NMU should be on there.
Wait, what's this?
No.
Is not Meetups podcast not on the local podcast circuit, bro?
I don't fucking know, man. That was just a St. John's Camden
Okay, let's hear St. John's Camden. That's a good church.
podcast with all sermons. You really want to play one?
Yeah, let's hear.
Okay. Let me find a. Okay.
I want to hear the start.
Download PDF newsletters. Let's go Spotify podcast.
Okay.
Don't make me sign in. Okay, St. John's Camden is putting lives on the right track.
Let's
Okay,
go.
St. John's. What one do you want to hear?
Oh, whatever.
God's Land, Free to Say No, Birth Foretold.
God's Lamb.
I was about to say God's Land has a pretty lit photo.
Little bit of fucking mint sauce, mate.
Well done, Bev. That was a very difficult reading.
Poor audio quality. Reverb is trash.
We're going to have a look at what this passage means and why it's the conclusion to what
Fuck up out of here. This is the number one podcast in this area.
Is that competition?
Bro.
Wait, what is it, St. John's?
St. John's?
Sending a diss to St. John's Church right now. Up your fucking game.
Yeah.
Have you got an audio track and a video track that you have to connect and then edit? No. And what was that intro? Dun dun? No, you haven't got a fuck me in the ass intro like we do.
Nah, man.
Fuck out of here, St. John's.
NMU, number one rule in Camden area, bro. What is
We
that?
could run a sermon.
2570, holding it down.
Bro, we need to run a sermon. We legit could.
They probably get more listeners than us.
Definitely do, bro. Surely. There's like old Beatrice got her radio on.
Diabetes.
Nah,
We've been running for 2 hours 20, mate. Fucking time to go to bed.
Yeah, I reckon.
You wrapping them up on me?
I'll wrap it up.
You're weak.
Night Meetups podcast. Now we can just wait and just enjoy me dealing with that. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's an awkward note to end on.
No, but I like that though. It's good. I'm gonna leave you guys with a quote. Hold on. Quotes are good. All right, latest quote. Put it in the phone. Look at this one. He does not know my other faults, else he would have mentioned only these. He does not know my other faults, else he wouldn't have mentioned only these. Oh, know yourself better, so that when you're criticized, it doesn't hurt as much.
And fuck your ass.